All right, let's talk about how to go ahead and roll up a bounce house. So if you're watching this, you're in a party rental business and you want to know what's the best way to roll up a bounce house, I'm going to show you guys how to roll up a regular standard bounce house, and then also how to roll up a bounce house water slide combo. So if you're interested in watching more videos like this, go ahead, subscribe, like, leave a comment, you know what to do. So first thing you're going to want to do when you've taken down the bounce house, kids are done jumping, you're going to want to open up all the zippers, start letting air out. Every bounce house is going to have at least 2 zippers, if not more. And before any of that, of course, you want to go ahead and turn off the blower and open up these right here. Okay. So we've got 1 zipper, 2 zippers. Any more? Is that it? Okay. All right. Now that the zippers are open, what do we do next, guys? Take your shoes off, step on it, get the air out, and then you want to pull all the designs in. So you want to notice there are seams over here. See these seams? So you want to pull everything that's on top of these seams back, right? So you want to pull it up because this stuff, typically most manufacturers will have this material is going to be more heavy duty than this material here. So if something's going to get caught, and also the customer doesn't see this. So if, let's say, you're transporting it and it gets ripped, if you got to patch this, so what? But if you got to patch something with that's more visible, you don't want that, right? You notice these guys are bringing everything in. That's how you want it to look. Okay, so next, they're going to bring it in about halfway. You guys do halfway or more than halfway? Halfway. About halfway. Okay, so this is a combo. I'll show you guys the bounce house after that. But you're going to do halfway. Then you notice, what about the slide? We're going to also do the slide halfway. So a good way to do for combos, what we found, I did a video previously on 3 different ways. This is the best way we found. Pretty much, you go halfway with the slide, and then follow that along up there. So it's kind of weird if you look from here. If you come over here and look, you got the slide is halfway, but then that's like almost 2/3 of the way, but that's okay. The other side, I'll show you guys what we do. So now that side is going to go over. So you're going to pull the rest of it over the other side. And then same thing with the slide. So this is magic jump. This is probably what this is pretty cool, I guess. So while you're rolling it, so usually because you're going to be rolling it up, the vents that are over here are supposed to let the air out, but as you're rolling it, the vents are going to be closed off. Same thing with the zippers. So I like this feature here. I just noticed it for the first time that you can just open this up when you're done, so that it can let air out while you do it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so now that we've folded it up, now the easy part, we're going to go ahead and start rolling. Typically we have 2 guys do these. One guy will step on it, and this is what I noticed, like the magic jump material here is almost like a rubbery. It's different from most of them. Again, like I said, I like to buy from a few different manufacturers. Magic jump is one of my favorite. It's just easy to roll up, and you're going to notice how when we roll this up, usually there's like a bump, like right around here. If you've ever done one of this is where you kind of get stuck, but notice how they're just going to keep going, and you typically have 1 guy stepping on it, and then usually by this point, this guy has to go and help. And sometimes that's not even necessary. Like just look how smooth it just kind of goes through. Barely breaking slip. Did I get right? Usually you don't want it to look like this. I think you could have done a little bit better, but I wasn't rolling. So at this point, before you're done, or even before you even start rolling, you just set the straps under this part of it. So I like to buy these straps off Amazon. If you guys want to know where I get them from, let me know in the comments. I'll drop the link. You just fold it up, drop the straps under there. We usually do this before we start rolling and put them with the clip first. They'll do a better job with the bounce house. Straps come right out. go ahead and just thread them through. That's it.
Nice Swiss roll.
So I like to use white marker to label these. Go ahead and stand it up and see how we did. Stand it up. All right, so come show how we named it over here. I know some of you guys like to fold this in before you do that. You could do that. Probably a good idea. So we use white markers again. If you need the link for this, let me know. To write out what it is. We know it's Spider-Man. All right, let's roll up this bounce house now. So this was a combo. How do you roll up a regular bounce house? It's pretty much the same thing. It's easier because it's a square. The first thing you're gonna do is obviously remove the blower, fold everything in. Same thing like we said before. You don't want to roll up the bounce house like this, right? All this design stuff is gonna be on the inside, and you want to fold everything to the seams like this. With this, because it's a square, it's pretty easy. You're just gonna do thirds and then roll. We'll watch these guys do that. And obviously they always take off their shoes before stepping on the bounce house. Because it's a square, it doesn't really matter where you start from. They're taking it about 2/3 of the way. Or is that halfway? What are you guys going to do? I think it's about halfway. Now you could do it differently. It's just a matter of do you want a longer roll or a shorter roll. Just kind of depends on your setup. We're using pallet racking, so we like to do it like this. I want you to notice how this is a bounce house, not a combo, and how it's going to be a little bit harder to roll up than that other one. Just because of the manufacturer. So all this to say, the manufacturer matters. The weight matters. So now before we do anything, we're going to fold this up. We're going to put these straps under there. And doing this at this point is a little bit easier than waiting till later. This is the bottom. You can keep your shoes on if you're stepping on the bottom side of it. You can already tell this material is like heavier. It's harder to maneuver. Just at the beginning, it's supposed to be the easiest part. I mean, obviously the other one's a slide, but. We got equality here. You leave the vents up so you get the air out, and then you pull them in. So I hope you guys are noticing that even though this is a smaller inflatable, it was harder to roll. You can tell it's smaller, but again, the vinyl, the way that they build these does matter.
Let's flip it up.
Now we get these straps through. We're good to go. lot of you guys, some people will fold the end in so that it's not out there. We're so busy, we don't really, we just kind of rush through. We haven't had any issues. I didn't teach him that. Good idea. Probably the other way is better. All right, great work, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, sir. All right, well, that is how we roll up our bounce houses and bounce house combos. I hope that you guys learned a lot. Subscribe if you guys want to see more stuff like this, and let me know what other videos you guys want. We got this awesome team here, awesome warehouse. Let me know what you guys want to see next. We'll make it happen for you guys. Have a great rest of your day.